nature is reflecting this nothing being everything in a unique way. When you see the stars in the night, I got a feeling that is everything and this is nothing at the same time.
Yeah, they are the same thing. This is nothing.
So amazing, it's so boundless. And all the light of all the different stars, it's like everything.
I know.
And then in between this infinite space, it's like nothing. So it's in a way incomprehensible.
It's incomprehensible. Oh, it is.
This is our nature.
It is unknowable. Yeah, completely unknown.
And this is this nature surrounding the world. And it's a pity when we go and see all the streets, the cities everywhere. There's so much light, we cannot see the stars anymore.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this is everything. This is everything. You don't need stars for this to be everything. If you could only see everything in the stars, you'd be in prison again because you'd have to rush around and live under the stars all day. This is ultimate freedom. And everything is already the beloved. You're sitting on it. You're breathing it. You're living it. There can be nothing else. That's why I started off this talk by saying, all there is what's happening. What's happening is what you long for. What's happening is what you seek. So you seek something that has never left you. What's happening? The only thing that's come in the way of what's happening is you being aware of what's happening. You, the seeker, the individual, knowing what's happening. Then there is separation. In order to know what's happening, in order to know that you're sitting on a seat, you have to be there to be separate from what's happening, from sitting on a seat. It's an illusion. Well, you can say it's an illusion. It's something that is uniquely human. It's called self-consciousness. And it's artificial. It's an artificial reality. It's an artificial reality that comes out of the story of separation. The natural reality is that there is only what there is. All there is this. All there is what is and isn't.
It's like, sorry, I have to go outside. I have to see the stars. I feel it.
Enjoy. I can see bodies, and sometimes the bodies put their hand up and say, I'm a person. I'm a person.
I've been here like the last 2 times, and in the meantime I've been reading some books of yours, and listening to some MP3s. And when I hear the people, sometimes I listen to these MP3s and I hear the people laughing, and why are they laughing? Yeah, but when I'm here, it's completely different. It's something completely different here than listening to it. And in a way, I kind of wonder, well, I can't come here all the time because it's only twice a week, so I can't be here.
You could go all over the world, you could follow me all over the world. you could get a tent and come and live in a tent. The trouble is you can't, because there isn't anyone there that has any choice. There's no choice.
One other thing, when I read these books, when I read these books, some I read them and something happens. That's what I can say. But what also sometimes happens is I feel a little bit depressed.
Depressed. They are plain depressing books.
It goes so far that sometimes I have to stop reading. So I've had enough.
They're awful.
Yeah.
No, they confirm there's no hope. It's hopeless, it's futile, it's awful. Very depressing.
So I just want to say how depressing it all is.
Compassion destroys the illusion.
Still consciousness?
Well, I don't know what people mean by consciousness. It's the word I don't like. I get the feeling that people mean by the word consciousness awareness. No, there's no way. Awareness is part of the dream story. Awareness is something that arises, as I said, that instigates the feeling of being separate. Awareness requires something for it to be aware of. So awareness lives in separation. Awareness is a story. I am aware sitting on a seat is a story. There aren't any stories. There's no one.
Okay, there's just sitting. Yes.
There just is. So no, consciousness for me is a word in the story.
So this is, just to put it in some words, that it isn't really describing its complete spontaneity.
Well, yes, there are words like there's people use the word totality, wholeness, beingness. None of those words can really express what is a mystery, nothing, no thing, being everything.
Well, I see that sometimes I'm doing things that I don't think of. I'm not really aware why I'm doing this or going this direction or that direction. Some kind of intuition, for example. Yeah. So this is just happening.
Yeah, but it has no significance.
No.
No, nothing has any significance. In the dream story, the individual wants significance, wants meaning. But there is no significance. There's no meaning. Because nothing is happening. This is nothing apparently happening. And it's not going anywhere. It doesn't have an intention that it's going to be a better world or that you're going to become liberated. It's not interested in you because there is no you to be liberated. So there isn't something guiding you somewhere. There's no guidance, there's no direction. There is only what there is.
Well, I have the feeling that it comes out of nowhere. So
yes, it does.
I do not see where there is no guidance.
It comes out of nowhere and is going nowhere.
It's just like the daily lottery. Oh, what am I doing again, huh?
No. Well, you're not doing anything, actually.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
How come you're here doing this meaningless
That's
business?
what's apparently happening.
Just let it flow.
Yeah, just go with the flow. That's how it is. Nobody ever makes decisions. But they, in the dream, in the artificial reality, they really, really believe they make choices. Oh yes, I can lift my hand, look, I can do this.
Can you manage to explain what's flowing then?
Life is apparently flowing.
All right.
But it's only apparently flowing. Life is apparently happening. And not. And not. This is a mystery that can't be comprehended. This is no thing happening.
And if you need to choose what bread you want to buy at the bakery, just...
It's what happens.
Okay. You
Actually, Claire chooses.
No,
it's just happening. This is what happens. You will eat that bread. It's good for you. Claire never said that. But that's just what happens. believe in this world, in this artificial reality, we believe in makes free. We believe we have free will and choice. Things seem to confirm that, so we go on believing. We believe we can in the end have anything, even enlightenment. And there are teachers in the world that will tell you you can. They have it, and you can have it. That's the teaching of becoming. That's the teaching of hope. It's not depressing. It's very invigorating and jolly nice.
I just feel in small phases of times of feeling wholeness, it's quite difficult to make decisions.
Yes.
Yeah.
But of course the thing is it no longer matters. Because nothing does.
So if it does matter, you just go back to...
Well, if it doesn't matter, you're there.
Yeah, okay.
What you're saying that the self-consciousness is making it look like a decision. The pure happening itself making it look like a decision.
Yeah, all the time there's a sense of the self, or an embodied sense of the self. Self feels and believes that it makes decisions.
So without the self-consciousness,
There
will
are
still be happening.
Only apparently, unfortunately. Things seem to happen, but they no longer have any relevance or power over anything or anyone. There's no longer something in here that's invested in what's happening.
Right.
So what's happening no longer has any power.
How? And all, or is it? And then also interconnectedness, or something like a depending thing. One thing is
Well, those
the other.
sort of
kind
things
of thing.
apparently happen, but they have no relevance.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. What you say about it has no meaning. The meaning is getting into the action, into the creation by the by the eye. But
I'm making everybody up as I sit here. That means I make you up too.
No, it isn't like that.
Oh,
Sorry. It's got nothing to do with you making things up. That's another fallacy of the great teaching of becoming. There isn't anyone that makes anything up. There isn't anyone.
Okay.
Anyway.
So you're not there either, which means your philosophy is not.
No, it isn't a philosophy. A philosophy is a belief system based on the construct of ideas about life. This has nothing to do with belief or ideas. You're not very convinced.
No.
If you come to this as a philosophy, you're in the wrong place.
Okay.
Are we completely wasting our time in trying
Yes.
to comprehend something?
The individual is completely wasting their time here. The individual, it's totally pointless being here.
Okay.
Because there is nothing here for the individual.
So who's here?
Nobody.
Right. Okay. Just want to make that clear. It's great seeing you and saying it and listening to it, but as soon as
You're enjoying yourself.
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But when I go out into whatever, or seem to go out, whatever seems to be,
If you go.
if I go out, if there is a me that's going out,
Yes.
well, everything we seem to be conditioned
Yes.
to think that we're individuals. It's very hard or
You're
practically impossible to overcome it.
It is for the individual. But what seems to happen, I have to say more and more, is that this whole construct of the individual that's absolutely certainly sitting there holding the microphone suddenly collapses. You might die.
Maybe you can. Ihr Lieben, du hast
He's not very fast now.
Well, it's a good way of avoiding having to pay taxes. But
Oh no, you still have to
It's
pay
the only way.
taxes. That's the one point of being liberated.
I have an idea that there is one hope and this is death.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not very hopeful.
No, but it seems.
But you don't hope. The individual doesn't hope for death. It thinks it does, but it doesn't mean.
I don't understand.
Well, the individual, the thing that the individual fears most is its own absence.
Mm.
And the thing that it longs for most is its absence. But the whole idea that you want to die is actually more like an idea than a reality.
Mm.
And when you do die, when the embodied sense of the individual dies, there's nothing left but everything. So there's nothing for you. When you die, you're not going to get anything because you just won't be there.
Yes, but if I think there, I like to be here in the meetings. Yes, and if I think there is no other possibility and I can't do anything else or I have no choice, I think, there is one little hope and this means at the end, yes, there will death or yes, and there will be everything, even if I can't recognize it now.
Yeah. I mean, in a sense, the individual can only hope.
Mm. Mm.
To say that it's hopeless for the individual is meaningless because the individual lives in hope. It says, this can't be it. I have to do something to get to what I want. It's a path. All methods are paths leading from A to B. It's utter, pure dualism. Nearly every communication, every teaching that is around is dualistic. It is telling you that there is someone there who can go from A to B. Self-inquiry, meditation, all those things are all based on the idea, on the subject-object world. They come out of the artificial reality that there is a person who needs to move from A to B. There isn't an A, and there isn't a B, and there aren't any B.
Tony, but if there's artificial reality, I see just one way to stop it.
What's that?
Kill myself.
Yeah, okay.
But
Can you do that now, or who's going to kill themselves?
You don't know.
Same thing again. I can, therefore I'll meditate or I'll kill myself.
So, sorry, what you're saying is
I don't need time. there's something on it.
That's better. Okay. It wasn't switched on. So it doesn't really matter what you do day to day.
No.
It's irrelevant.
No. What you're implying is that there's someone who can do something, and it doesn't matter what we do.
But there's no one.
Said here is there is no one. There's nothing that anybody does because there is no one. So whether it matters or not is sort of second part. But in reality, because it actually doesn't matter either.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Of course, there isn't. How can there be calm that there is no one and that there is no story? Calm is, all karma, 38 degrees of enlightenment, afterlife, pre-life, all those things all come out of the artificial reality and the hope that things will continue. I will continue. I will go on living if I can believe in karma. Because I've got a past and a future, so I've got a future, so I'm going to go on living. All seeking is self-survival.
Mm-hmm.
The most effective way to survive is to seek, because it's utterly hopeless, because it can keep you locked in to the story of yourself. You don't want to die, so you go on seeking.
Without the self-seeking part, let's say two individuals or two separate bodies, one does something, let's say, good, or let's say bad, to the other person. Let's say you can help a person, or you can harm them, cause pain to them. Doesn't it matter?
That's a story.
Is it?
Oh, I thought it was. Somebody who does something to either somebody else is a story. There is no story, there is no time, there's no future, there's no past. All there is this.
But pain, obviously.
Pain is something you seems to have. It's a sensation that seems to arise.
But there are definitely, let's say, pleasant and unpleasant sensations.
Yes.
So does it matter if I cause someone...
Now you're in a story. There's pain, there's pleasure, and then there's you doing something. That's the story.
Is there anything else? But pain and pleasure?
Sorry?
Is there anything else but pain and pleasure?
There's only what there is.
Which is?
Whatever.
Which in the end is nothing, but could apparently be pain, pleasure, sitting on a seat, all sorts of things are what they are.
So there's no comeback for the person,
there's no
the apparent person who caused the apparent pain to the apparent other person.
There's no person.
Isn't there?
That's why there are no answers. There are no answers. There isn't an answer. There isn't a formula. There's no formula for this. This is a mystery. It has no formula.
Maybe is it that why if you come to the end of becoming, it's at the same time it's absolutely wonderful and freeing and in a very, very big sense. At the same time, absolutely horrifying.
No, it's only horrifying for that which feels separate.
Sure.
But when liberation happens, there isn't anybody anyway.
Yeah, but that's the guy who is perceiving it.
Oh, prior to liberation, it's horrifying. It's terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, that's the body and the mind system.
It's the end. What this is about is the end.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.